Evening, everyone. It's Leslie from the Tea Experience. Welcome to another Teacup Tuesday, where every Tuesday evening at around this time, we come together and enjoy the simple pleasures of a good cup of tea. And so this week's Teacup Tuesday, we are featuring a tea type that we probably haven't enjoyed together in some time. So I wanted to bring back the tea type known as white tea. This tea type is called, or this tea is called Silver Needles. And for those that are new to our community, just want to reiterate, hopefully everybody will appreciate this, but just want to reiterate for those that are new that there are four, what I call basic tea types, but there are 6 main tea types. And the difference between the two, in my opinion, is that the other 2 that I'll talk about in a second are kind of born out of or originates from one of the 4. And so I call them the 4 basic tea types, but then there are 6 main tea types. The 4 basic tea types are black tea, white tea, green tea, oolong tea. And then the other 2 are yellow tea and pu'er tea. So 6 main tea types, 4 basic tea types. And again, that's just, my opinion. Anyone in the industry will tell you that there's 6. But because the other 2 were kind of born out of one of the 4, like for example, pu'er is fermented black tea. And yellow tea is oxidized from and processed and created from green tea. So that's why I always say there's 4 basic, fundamental, foundational, so to speak, tea types. But nonetheless, this week's Teacup Tuesday, we are moving into the white tea category. This particular tea is called Silver Needles. It is indeed a white tea. It comes from China. It's single origin. And as soon as I clear this, you will see that white tea has a bit of a lighter color than green tea, obviously, and maybe a little lighter than oolong tea if you're an oolong tea drinker. So it tastes and smells airy, delicate, and floral. My palate smells floral, but it's very delicate and very airy. It makes a great hot tea and even greater iced tea if you're interested. I mean, now that we're moving into the warmer weather, some folks may not want to drink hot tea during the summer months, but you can certainly use any of your loose leaf teas that you have from the Tea Experience and turn them into iced tea. And white tea, or Silver Needles, is one of those examples, particularly during the summer months because it is kind of crisp and clear and delicate. This would make an excellent, excellent iced tea. I would not recommend adding milk to white tea. It'll definitely change the flavor of it, and you wouldn't want that. You want that, you don't want it weighted down by milk or even honey for that matter. And so 1 teaspoon of Silver Needles to 6 to 8 ounces of hot water if you're going to brew hot, and then you brew for 3 minutes. And the reason why it's called Silver Needles is because this tea, let you see, this tea is rolled, the tea leaves are rolled into these like elongated kind of stems, so to speak, but they're long, but these are the actual tea leaves once they're brewed. When they're dry, they actually kind of look like this as well, but when they're dry, you can see like the tips of the tea leaves have like a little silvery hue to it, and so hence the name Silver Needles. So kind of, I guess, a needle type shape, and then on the end, because these are kind of wet from my brewing, you don't see the silver tips to them, but When they're dry, when you open up your can of silver needles that you get from the tea experience, when you first open the can, you'll see that the tips and the ends of the tea leaves have a silvery hue to it. And so silver needle is definitely a popular tea in China. It is a traditional tea in China, and as I mentioned earlier, it is a single origin tea. So it comes exactly from certain regions in China, and probably the only place in China that white tea is actually grown and developed. And so, if you're interested in looking for a crisp, light, delicate, floral, mildly floral, a hint of floral, taste and aroma of a tea, I would suggest and recommend silver needles. You can purchase silver needles through the website, theteaexperienceny.com. There you'll find 2-ounce, 4-ounce, 6-ounce cans that you can purchase. 2-ounce can will get you about 16, 18 cups of tea, so it is very affordable. It comes, silver needle or white tea comes with all the health benefits that you would expect to receive from a green tea or a white tea, although healthful benefits are a little bit higher in the green tea. But white tea, you also get all the good healthful benefits of drinking tea from. So you get all your healthful benefits, you get an affordable beverage. You can make this either in hot tea or an iced tea version, depending on your mood and taste. Brew for 3 minutes, so it takes you just a few minutes to kind of settle in and calm yourself and get your senses involved in the ritual of making this tea. And it's pretty tasty. So here's the Teacup Tuesday, everybody. Silver Needle is the name of this tea. It is in the white tea category, and it's actually pretty good tasting. So here's the Teacup Tuesday, everyone. Hope you enjoy the rest of your week, and we shall see each other again very, very, very soon. Take care, everybody. Bye.